Again, here we go again. Yo, what's up? It's Coach Nick Imane in the house with the one and only
EDBL Nick's in the house.
And of course, we got the stock queen with us. Of course, we got the stock queen, the one, the only, the D, the B, the L, Moms.
Hey!
And now it's a party because we got DBL Moms in the house. DBL Moms is in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, let us begin by saying we are not stock professionals. We are not financial planners. This is not stock advice. This is not a financial plan. What's going on, Ray?
Good morning, Ray.
Good morning. So it's just basically a show, ladies and gentlemen. You should be doing your own due diligence. It's just a show.
Yes, sir. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hey!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube, I think you should be subscribed to the YouTube because we did a video on YouTube last night before SINT ran 209% this morning. 209%, ladies and gentlemen. And, of course, FFIE, ladies and gentlemen, also ran as well. And, of course, we also had an edible. EDBL, edible Nicks. Edible Nick. That doesn't even sound right. Ray says, what will
SINT
do?
baby.
Well, we're going to check out. We're going to check out the chart and see if it's Schmex E. We're going to see if it's Schmex E, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So if you're not subscribed on the YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe on the YouTube channel. If you're not following us on X, it's at Coach Nick Money, at Coach Nick Money. And if you're not following us on Twitch, it's at Coach Nick Money, at Coach Nick Money. And of course, we always got the special. The special. This special is the picks, which are parabolic. We had 8 parabolic picks yesterday, one of which went all the way to 537%. That was FFIE, and we called that mad early. Mad early, ladies and gentlemen, mad early in the Discord. Ladies and gentlemen, sharing is always caring, so if you don't mind, please share the stream just before we get started. And again, the special is what, $5.99 for the picks, plus that's 7 days for the picks, and you get access to our course, which has over 400 video and audio episodes that share how we trade. Now, once again, we're not stock professionals or anything of that nature, so we're teaching you the way we trade and what works for us. There's never a guarantee that it's going to work for you, but we're sharing with you what works for us. Ladies and gentlemen, so that's it for the announcements. Let's get right into it. Let's go take a look at one of the stocks that was super schmexy just a few minutes ago. SINT, and it is curling up. Ladies and gentlemen, SINT was in our video. Pin that video, doubles, if you can. If you don't mind, pin the video that we did on SINT. We did the video on SINT last night, and of course, this morning, it went up 209%. So let's take a look at it. Let's zoom in. Now, my concerns on it are as follows. Potentially, we have a triple top on the 1 minute right over here. So let's get the graffiti pencil out, ladies and gentlemen. The graffiti pencil is sharpened. Here we go. So this could be a top. This could be a top. This could be a top. This is all on the 1 minute chart, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute chart. Now, the flip side of the show could be, let's get the circle out. Let's get the circle graffiti pencil out. We could have a situation where we're having the beginning of a cup and handle bull pattern. So it's unclear at this point, but it looks to me like a triple top, and it looks like it's going to pull back. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it's getting closer to the 9:30 witching hour.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of times these stocks pull back right around the bell or right after the bell. So I'm going to go with, right now, it looks like a triple top. Let's see if we have confluence on the 5 minute chart. The 5 minute, ladies and gentlemen, confluence on the 5 minute. And you can see that there is, in fact, confluence of a triple top. So that's my concern. Now, we do have this channel right here. If it can hold 15 cents a rune and break through 17 cents a rune, I would feel a lot more positive about it. What do you think about that, DBL Moms?
Yep.
DBL Moms in the house. She said, yup, it's got to be right. Also, let's take a look at some other tickers. Edible. We'll come back to SINT. You know what? I'm going to put a little ringy-dingy over here. And if it does a ringy-dingy after the bell, we'll hear it and we'll come back to it. But right now, it is in a channel. It's in a
time.
channel. It's in a channel, ladies and gentlemen. So until it decides what it wants to do, we're going to go and check out some other stocks. Edible did a little bit of a around the corner and coming back down. Around the corner and around the corner. And basically what happened here, we had positive earnings. Edible AG reports Q1 earnings. So they had positive earnings. The float is super low, 295,000 shares. And they've already switched hands almost 7 million times. But you have this horrendous shoulder, aka head and shoulders on the 5 minute, and we don't like that. We don't like head and shoulders. We like inverted head and shoulders. It's kind of like when you put yourself against the wall and you jump, you put your hands on the floor and you got your legs dangling in the air, and it's an inverted head and shoulders. That's what we want. We want an inverted head and shoulders, not a head and shoulders. This is a shoulder.
Upside down, like a handstand.
Yeah, like a handstand. There you go. We want a handstand. So this would be basically on the 5 minute a head and shoulders, ladies and gentlemen, and we don't like that. Doubles, we don't like that.
Nah.
Look at the chat, Doubles. People are talking in the chat.
Oh no,
Isn't that a new one?
Oh yeah. Nick, do you ever look at volume on these penny stocks and use the growing volume on the morning as a strong indicator of what it might do?
Volume is one element that I look at. It's not the only element. Got to look at other indicators. You can see that we have a bunch of different indicators in there, and I like to jump between the 1 minute and 5 minute time frame to see what's going on, Ray. That's what I usually do. Yeah. Okay, so Ray says, I watched the volume on SINT really ramp up this morning from like 50 million to 66 million now. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's done. I'm just saying that right now it looks like a triple top. And a triple top, unless it breaks over these levels over here of around 16 and a half pennies, even better, 17 pennies, right now it's in a channel and it just doesn't have the oomph to break through just yet. But again, there is the possibility that this could form into a cup and handle bull pattern. But right now, at this moment, it's in a channel and it's unclear what it's doing on the 1 minute. And if I go to the 5 minute, it looks exactly the same way. It is unclear, and in fact, it looks less like a cup and handle on the 5 minute chart. It looks more like a triple top, which would indicate a pullback. And again, we're moving closer to the 9:30 bell. So that 9:30 bell, oftentimes you'll have a situation where there's a major dip. A lot of people buy the stock in anticipation of it running the next day.
Yeah.
And then what happens at 9:30? They come on in and they sell. A lot of times they have a sell order based on whether or not it hit where it was supposed to hit. And if we take a look at the price action, you could see that this son of a gun has gone up dramatically. So there will be profit taking, my guess, at the bell, and you can see it's forming a top tail on the 5 minute chart. And we don't like top tails because that usually means it's getting kind of bearish. Yes. We like the bottom. It's all about the bottom. I'm a bottom tail chaser. Ow, DBL moms, I'm talking about the candlestick. Moms, what the heck? DBL, give me my helmet. She's whacking me with the chancleta. The chancleta. Ay, ay, ay. What's going on over here? Yeah. Okay, so that's the story with SINT. Let's go to Edible. Edible, ladies and gentlemen. Edible. And Edible is curling, but again, on the 5 minute, we're seeing a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. That would be a bearish indication. So is this a bear trap? Let's take a look at what it looks like on the 1 minute. 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. And on the 1 minute, you could see that the last candle was a top tail. Ooh. We don't like the top tail. We want the bottom tail. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have a bottom tail? Can I have a witness? Yes, who's that, Cardinal Official?
I think so.
How's that song go?
Can I have a witness? Can
I have a witness? No, but there's a song. What's the song that I like? Cardinal Official with Akon. How's it go? Give me a beat. I need a vibe. Dangerous. Yes. Is that the one? Is that with Akon?
I think so.
Is that the one with Akon?
Yes, that's what
Dangerous.
Yes.
I'm feeling dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not a singer. I just look pretty, and I play around with stocks. Yeah. All right. Now it is giving me a little bit of a bottom tail, but I don't see a lot of volume on this right now, and it has flushed over here. So let's zoom in a little bit. Let's do a zoom. Will it give us a cup and handle and thereby neutralizing this shoulder, head and shoulder. Is that what's going to happen, or does it pull down? Let's see what's going on. So in many instances, this looks very similar to what was happening on the penny stock SINT. It's in a situation where it is not resolved what it's doing. Let's take a look at it at the 5-minute. 5-minute chart and see if it looks the same way on the 5-minute. And we can see that on the 5-minute, it is forming a bottom tail. So we want to see it break through. We want to see it break through basically 850, I would say. Another area would be 818. And you see that it's kind of respecting the resistance area at 818. Let's put a line over there. Let's get the graffiti pencil out. Graffiti pencil is out, and we're going to put resistance right there. So it needs to break that. We do have a bottom tail showing up on the 5-minute. Let's take a look at the 1 minute and see if it's doing what it needs to do, or is it going to be a resistance area? Again, this could start consolidating over here and creating a handle, which would then give us an indication of a more bullish type of a pattern in the form of a cup and handle. But if we zoom out, you could still see clearly that there is a bit of a shoulder, head, and shoulder, although it's now becoming more of an irregular shoulder. So this could be the formation of a cup and handle bull pattern. Bull pattern. Let's see what happens. We will come back to you, but it certainly looks like it could be a bull pattern forming, which would neutralize this cup, which would neutralize this head and shoulders bear pattern over here. Let's go ahead and go to the 5-minute. 5-minute. And it might be time to check it out on a 5-minute. You know what we want to do? I'm going to add another indicator to see what's going on over here. Let's go ahead and add an indicator. Let's see. What do I want to do? I want to check this one. I'm going to do this one right here. I'm going to go and do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And we see that, okay, this is a good indication here. We still need that break over 818, but if it does break 818, this gives us a positive indication that there is some room here between 768 and possibly over to $9, $8.80. Maybe there's a test. It needs to break now this level right here, so it's becoming a little bit more bullish. Let's see what it looks like on the 1 minute. 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. We're taking a look at the 1 minute. And it is still attempting to break, but again, not with conviction. And it has a history of flushing, so I'm not totally convinced that this is going to break out. Now, that being said, let's go get rid of some of these indicators because there's too much going on this chat right now. Let's go to the flask and let's go back out. Get rid of this one. And we don't need to see it right now. It gave us the information we needed. Let's go back to the videotape and see what's going on. And it seems like it's starting to push. So let's get rid of these other lines that are distracting. Let's get rid of the head and shoulders because now it's not clear that it's a head and shoulders. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. And now it looks more like a cup and handle. A cup and handle on the 1. Let's see if it looks like a cup and handle on the 5. On the 5. Ladies and gentlemen, on the 5. On the 5, it looks like it's forming a cup and handle as well. But again, we got a top tail. Top tail. Let's get a bigger circle. Bigger circle. Let's go clean this up a little bit. Let's go with a bigger circle. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going with a bigger circle. We're going to give it a little bit of a bigger circle because we think that maybe this could be the beginning of a cup and handle. Cup and handle. Hopefully, but not sure just yet. And we do have a double top here, ladies and gentlemen, on the 5. So let's go ahead and mark that. That's bearish right there. So will this control? Or will the cup and handle over here control? Let's see if it forms the cup and handle. The cup and handle. So that's the 5 minute. Let's go to the 1 minute and see what the 1 minute looks like. Ladies and gentlemen.
The cup and handle's for the espresso.
The cup and handle. You know, I need my espresso. Ladies and gentlemen, I need my cup and handle espresso. You know, I got news for you. It's holding this level, but it's 9:15. It's 9:15. Does anybody know how much longer it is until the bell? It's 16 minutes. 15 minutes? 16 minutes to the bell?
It's 9:14, so
yeah.
16.
That espresso, that ice espresso, DBL moms, muchos gracias. Gracias, mama. Gracias. Yeah. All right, so potentially a cup and handle, potentially, right? Let's zoom out a little bit. It's not ready. You know, it's not clear. But look, you see, this is, like I said, that was my concern. Double top. And you see how it's having difficulty breaking that 818? That is a key level. Let's go ahead and put the level right there. Let's put the level right there. It needs to break 818. It toyed with it, see? And it became a bull trap and then pulled back. So again, it still looks like it's going to have that pullback. And as we get closer to the 930 bell, it could be a bull trap profit taking from people who may have bought it yesterday. But quite frankly, the news came out, I believe, today. So I don't think it's profit taking. I just think that it's just, it's not healthy yet. It's not healthy yet. So because you're not healthy yet, let's go take a look at SINT. SINT with the triple top. Triple top, you see? Top, 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 and sell off. Okay, so that proves that it went bearish over here. But again, it's in this channel and it's holding out. So let's see what happens. That cup and handle apparently failed, and it was definitely a triple top, which was what it kind of looked like. I mean, I really thought the cup and handle was going to be a stretch, but it is holding these levels. So let's get the graffiti pencil out. Ladies and gentlemen, the graffiti pencil is out, sharpened, and we're putting it right there. So we have a couple of levels. Let's go and put some more levels in here just so we can look over here. And how about over there? Okay, so these are some levels of support and resistance. So we have certainly VWAP, which is about $1.39. I'm sorry, 0.139, 0.141 is another level, 0.146 is another level. Here's a pretty strong resistance area at 0.15, 15 cents, almost 16 cents, 16 cents 34, and then of course right over here, 17 cents. And let's get rid of this one right here. We don't need that. We don't need that one right now. Let's go ahead and put one more right here. Let's go ahead and create this resistance area right over here. Okay, so 19 is a pretty strong resistance area. 19 is a pretty strong resistance area, and it has room to move up, but it does not look totally convicted. Again, this stock went up 209%, and now SINT is up 171%. The float is on the heavy side, but it's a small penny stock, so it doesn't matter as much as it would if the stock was well into the dollars instead of the pennies. So the float's 22 million, but check this out. The volume, astronomical, 204 million shares. Ladies and gentlemen, 204 million shares have been traded. So certainly we will continue to keep an eye on SINT. But what I'm smelling is that at 9:30, there's going to be some profit taking. And I'm thinking, I could be wrong, but check this out, ladies and gentlemen, and you might be able to see it a little bit better on the 5. These are just my opinions. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just a regular dude, man. It's a show. It's a show. You got to do your own due diligence, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a show. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. But what I see here, if I zoom in, here's what's concerning me, right? This triple top becomes a double top on the 5-minute. Check it out. Boom. Here's one top right there. And another top right there. And that is very concerning, because if that is in fact the case, we could do a little flushy-washy, which would suck big time, ladies and gentlemen. It would suck big time, and it could go down that way. And we would not like that. And on the 5-minute, we have some indecisiveness on the 5-minute, but we now see that it is forming, or is trying to form, a top tail.
We like the bottom.
We don't like top tails. We like the bottom tails, and they gotta be green and juicy and squeezy, nice and easy.
I want to squeeze the bottom. Ow,
that's what we want.
Ow, ow.
Why are you hitting the little boy? He's just a little boy.
Hey!
Leave the little boy alone. Really? All right, so this is what's concerning me about SINT right now, at the moment. Let's go to the 1 minute. Let's see what it looks like at the 1 minute chart. 1 minute chart. And again, we have some indecisiveness. A red doji candle over here. Doji candle red. Doji candle red. Okay, let's see. Take a look at some other tickers that we're looking at. GFAI. GFAI. Round trip. No. How about our fan favorite from yesterday, FFIE? FFIE is consolidating and it is trying to pierce through VWAP. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a continuation. The stock is up about 600%, 650%, something like that, something ridiculous. And right now, today, it is up 98, 99%. It hit a high of 70 cents. And guess what? We said that it was Shamaxi yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday. And you could see the Schmexi alert right over here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Schmexi alert. Yesterday, right there, see it? And that's when it was 191%. And we kept calling it in our Discord. And it went up 537% in after hours. And then, of course, we did a video on it. And this morning it was up 142%. We did a video on YouTube. I tell you, YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube last night. Discussing it. So it is currently tickling VWAP with not a lot of volume. So, side chart. Showing you respect because you did run so much. Now, here's another low-priced stock, CRKN. CRKN, and it popped and dropped, and we had levels drawn out for it. We had so much hope for you, but you popped and dropped. And of course, the float was on the heavier side of 47 million, and you popped and dropped. So, what have you done for me lately, CRKN? What have you done for me lately? Same thing with G-Wave. G-Wave had a nice little run earlier, and then it did a flusharoo. And we don't like the flusharoo. Let's go to the 1 minute. You can see that it broke the trend line. Let's get the graffiti pencil out. Ladies and gentlemen, graffiti pencil is activated. Boom. And it broke the trend. It broke the trend. It's trying to curl back up to VWAP. Not a lot of volume. I'm not even going to put you on a side chart. You need to improve yourself. AWIN was another one that moved earlier. AWIN. AWIN, and it round tripped. No. SPCB making a little bit of noise earlier. SPCB, let's see what it looks like right now. And meh. I mean, I guess you could say that there's a trend line, but wow, it's pretty flushy like a toilet. You see how it's doing all these flushy type of things? No. A lot of top tails, and this is on a 1 minute chart. Let's see what it looks like on the 5 minute. 5 minute, and it's a lot of top tails. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't like top tails. We like the bottom tails.
No.
So, we got to say, no. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go take a look at another ticker, IPW. If you have tickers that you want us to check out, go ahead and put it in the chat room.
IWP.
What did I say?
You said IPW.
Are you sure? You're right. You are right. IPW had a little bit of a run at $1.30 right there. So we can put a little graffiti line right over here. Boom. 130. Come on now. Boom right there. 130. And it looks like it's curling up on very low volume. Let's see what's going on with this. The float's 13 million. Meh. The volume's very low. 127,000 shares. Trading hands. It's up 24%. 24%, ladies and gentlemen. Meh. You know what? I'll put it on a side chart, but I'm not loving it. You got to do better than that. You got to do better than that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go take a look at FFIE. FFIE was a monster yesterday, monster this morning. And what is it doing? Is it still playing around and tickling the bottom of VWAP? It is still playing around and tickling the bottom of VWAP. So until you figure out what you want to do, FFIE, you're my side chart. You're not my main dish. You're my side chart. Side chart action for you, FFIE. Let's go to Edible. Edible is the second leading runner of the morning, Edible. But it was quite flushy as well. But it actually had news. It had earnings, and it is a micro mini skirt float at 295,000 shares, ladies and gentlemen, 295,000 shares, and the volume has gone over 8 million shares trading hands. Changing hands? Changing hands.
Yes.
Changing hands, ladies and gentlemen. Changing hands. So we're going to keep an eye on it. Side chart. Nothing is really particularly making me tantalized yet. Not yet. We did have 3 100% plus runners. We had FFIE, 142%. Edible, 103%. And then, of course, the crowd favorite, SINT, 209% earlier. So let's go check out SINT.
Yes, sir.
All right, so SINT was giving us a bearish type of signal. And so far it seems to be going bearish on the 5-minute. Let's see if it actually flushes or if it holds this support area at around 14 cents and reverses. Let's see what it looks like on the 1 minute. 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at some other indicators. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems to be pulling back. Wow, that was kind of nasty. Did you see that wick down to the 200 EMA? Oof. All right, so it is not in the overbought area of the RSI, which is good, but we can see that there has been a significant diminishment in the candles. They're getting smaller. That's not what we want to see, and this is kind of scary, this tail over here, and now it's below VWAP. It needs to go above VWAP to become Shmexy. Otherwise, what have you done for me lately, ladies and gentlemen? And we can see here that it still looks quite bearish over here. I'm still seeing a top and a top, a double top. We don't like double tops. We like double bottoms. We're all about the bottoms. It's the bottom tails. It's double bottoms. It's all about the bottoms. Ladies and gentlemen, if you love the bottoms, put it in the chat. I want bottoms. I want bottoms. I want bottoms. Can we create a union? Let's create a union. The bottom union. The double bottom union. The double bottom. How about the tail unit? The bottom tail union. Ow! DBL moms the chancleta. No! Put it back in your holster. Oh, I'm talking about the bottom tail of the candle. Oh. Okay, anyway.
You're lucky you haven't mentioned 69 yet.
Oh my God. Don't get her started. There's no price at that number right now. We're going to go from 68 to 70 right there. No.
Well, that's 68 and I owe you one. Ow!
No. Stop. You're creating problems. Okay, we're 2 minutes and a half away from the bell. The leading stock right now, percentage-wise, is FFIE. But FFIE has been running for quite a while. So it is super extended. And it also looks kind of dangerous on the 5-minute because, check this out, DBL. Ready? You see what I see?
Yep.
I see a shoulder. I see a head and a shoulder. So I see a head and a shoulder. A head and a shoulder. Now, theoretically, you could say that you have a double bottom down here. Maybe. Yeah, bottom. But I think the more prevailing one on the 5-minute is the head and shoulder. And again, unless the stock starts to move up above this range right here, 0.66 cents, I would be concerned. That it could flush. Let's go to 1 minute. 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute, especially because people are probably holding it overnight because it's been running. And then 9:30 comes and they take profit. Because that's what you're supposed to do. Take profit, right?
9:30 is in 2
minutes.
So.
Now 9:30 is in a minute and a half.
Oh
my goodness. A minute and a half. Ladies and gentlemen, FFIE is the leading gainer so far. We have OPRX that popped up. Let's take a quick look at it. OPRX. Does it have news? OPRX. OPRX. Optimized Corporation Q1 earnings call yesterday. Float is 17 million, only 20,000 shares, not schmexy. Back to FFIE. Let's see what it does. Okay, we've got resistance areas here at the 62 cent level and the 66 cent level, and of course over here at the high of day, which would be 7 cents. 7 cents. Okay, looks like a head and shoulders bear pattern, but it could also be a double bottom. on the 1 minute. Double bottom, bottom, bottom. Let's see what it looks like on the 5 minute. 5 minute chart. 5 minute chart. And again, it also looks like a potential double bottom as well. So not clear. We don't like inclarity. Is that a word? Inclarity? Not clarity? Not clear? We don't like that. We don't like that, ladies and gentlemen.
Uncertainty?
But I would, uncertainty. Wow, that's a good word.
That's a big
Uncertainty.
word.
But we're getting to
Ambiguity.
the bell. So does it pop and drop? Does it pop and drop? Or does it just keep surging? Come on, what are you going to do? We're watching
What we
you.
gonna do?
We're peeping you.
What are you gonna
You're
do?
still the leading stock, and there goes the drop.
Why?
There goes the drop. Why?
Why?
VWAP. Why? Stay above VWAP.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Take your profit and go back up. Like I said, I think that the Head and Shoulders is the prevailing mark right there. Edible in the house. We're going to come back to you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll create an alert right here so that if something happens with FFIE,
Oh.
we will come back to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're creating the alert, and now we're going to Edible.
Edible.
EDBL Nicks. Edible. What happened here? What happened? And again, this is the 5 minute. You can see the double top over here. And again, it looks like the cup and handle was failing on the 5 minute. Let's go to the 1 minute. And the 1 minute does not look good, ladies and gentlemen. You got this big, disgusting red candle over here. And you got a top tail red over here. And again, we feel that the double top on the 5, it was the prevailing situation. Needs to break these levels if it's going to be respectable, ladies and gentlemen. Later for now on Edible. AWIN moving, but it is a round the street type of move. TTOO showing up on the scanner. Low volume moving up 20%. We need to see it break this level right here. So let's get the graffiti pencil. Graffiti pencil out. Boom. How about right there, ladies and gentlemen? Right over there. That's a level right there. Let's see what happens. Edible is moving again. Let's see. Edible. Oh! Edible breaks through. So it does turn out to be a cup and handle. But is it a double top over here? Because again, double top right there. Maybe. Or does it keep cooking? Does it keep cooking with grease? We got to see what's going on. It looks like it halted. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like it halted. And it looks like it halted up 109%. We're going to put a little bit of an alert right here, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of an alert. So as soon as it comes back from its halt, we'll come back because we'll get a ringy-dingy. And we get a ringy-dingy, we'll come and check it out. Let's go to the videotape, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go and check out another ticker. Let's go check out GME. Let's see what they're doing. No, AMC. No. I think AMC may have done a dilution. Not certain about that, but I think it may have done a dilution. All right, let's go to the videotape. Let's go to SINT. And unfortunately, SINT played out the way we thought it would. You see that little line over there, doubles?
Oh.
That means it was a triple top on the 1 minute, and it was going to flusheroo, and it in fact did a flusheroo. And I bet you that on the 5 minute it's a double top. And we don't like the double tops. We like the double bottoms. And you can see on the 5 minute, ladies and gentlemen, a double top.
Hashtag bottom gang.
Yeah, we're the bottom gang. We need the bottom tails and the double bottoms. Ladies and gentlemen, the double bottoms. Now, we have a doji red candle on the 5 minute. We got this disgusting big red candle in volume for the 5 minute. Let's see what it looks like on the 1 minute. This is not something that we like to see at this point. All right, we're going to have to see if this ticker turns around or if it's done for the day. SINT, you gave us 209%. Thanks for the memories. But what have you done for me lately? I'm going to keep looking because now you're making me upset. I'm taking my bat and ball.
Bat and ball?
My bat and ball, and I'm going to play with someone else.
The wiffle ball bat.
I'm going to go and check out Edible.
Edible.
Edible is still halted. Ladies and gentlemen, waiting to see a resumption. Is it going to be a double top? A double top? I mean, theoretically, we could say that that cup and handle actually played out, but now does it fake people out and sell off? How long is this halt going to be? That's going to be the question that we have to ask. So let's get rid of some of the drawings and clear up the situation a little bit. Let's get rid of this oval. All right, and now what we have is the potential of a double top on the 5. Let's see what on the 1. Let's see what it looks like on the 5, and you can see it on the 5 more clearly that it is in fact a double top, which would be a bearish indicator. However, doubles.
However,
it did halt up,
oh,
and it is moving into the overbought area on the RSI, but there seems to be some room. So we have a potential double top on the 5-minute. We have a potential double top on the 1-minute. Could it be a false breakout and a reversal? Maybe. Not particularly an area that I would want to enter on, but we're going to check it out because it does have news, and it is the leading gainer, DBL moms. It is the leading gainer. Yeah, that's the ticket. Let's go and see if there's any other tickers that we like so far. How about IPW? Let's take a look at IPW once again. IPW, nah, not enough volume. SLNA, another penny stock that has been moving, ladies and gentlemen. Let's zoom in, take a look at what's going on. All right, not a heck of a lot of volume. Let's go back to the 5 minutes so we can take a look at it from the 5-minute range. 5-minute range looks like a double top over here. So we got a top here, and we got a top there. So that's possibly a bearish pattern. It is trying to curve up, and it did in fact flush over here already, but it doesn't look like it's particularly healthy just yet. Let's get another graffiti pencil out here. We got resistance over here. We got resistance over there. So I need to see it break this level, certainly break this level, this one, and that one. Okay, that's what's up for grabs. We do have a little bit of a bottom tail, but now it's turning into a red doji. Not schmexy. Ladies and gentlemen, I am still on the Serengeti. I am the lion, ladies and gentlemen, the lion, and I am patrolling for gazelles, because this is not the gazelle that I want. How about GWAV? GWAV, it had a nice start earlier on. Let's zoom in, and then it did a flusharoon pretty bad, and you can see that it broke the trend and went down pretty bad. It's very, very wicky on the 5-minute. So let's take a look at what it looks like on the 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, I mean, theoretically, could be bullish. Edible begins. Edible. EDBL nicks, and there goes the flusharoon on the double top. Ladies and gentlemen, the flusharoon, and it halts down. Boo. Throw them to the lions. We need a gazelle, ladies and gentlemen.
Release the lions.
Chrysanthemo SLNA has more pre-volume than the entire volume yesterday. I plan on having a schmexy day. I hope you have a schmexy day too, ladies and gentlemen. So, in fact, it was a double top. Boo. You got like eggs and lettuce and tomatoes that we can throw at it. That's all edible. Edible. Yeah. Come on, man. You can't do that edible. That's like totally disrespectful, but predictable. I'd like to say it was predictable. AWIN, moving AWIN. Let's see what's going on with it. And it is, in fact, moving, and it broke those 2 levels, so we'll keep an eye on it. Does it have some news, DBL moms? AWIN, no news in particular. It's up 92%, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a low float stock of 477,000 shares, and we have 2.7 million shares. Sint is moving. Let's go back to Sint, and we'll come back to AWN. Let's put an alert for AWN, and we could come and check AWN. Let's go back to Sint. Oh, 224%. Okay. So they did the little sell-off at the bell, and they reversed it to 227%. Up. A-Win's moving now. Hold on, let's leave a little ringy-dingy over here. We'll leave a ringy-dingy for this stock. There you go. Right there, and now we're going to A-Win. A-Win, ladies and gentlemen. A-Win is having issues with this resistance point. It popped my ringy-dingy bell. That doesn't sound right.
What the
You know, the alert,
Hey,
the alert,
yo.
the alert, the alert, guys, the alert. You know what I mean, right, guys, in the chat? Never mind, never mind. I'm going to put another alert, okay, guys? It needs to break the high of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, it needs to break the high of the day. I'm setting an alert, and we'll see what happens, because it doesn't have a lot of momentum. And I want some momentum. I want this to move, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go back to SINT, see what's going on with SINT. It's reclaiming. It hit my high there, 230%, ladies and gentlemen. SINT, you're so schmexy. Now I'm going to pay attention to you. You are schmexy, 236%, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to the videotape. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart. Let's see what's going on. And we can see that it is super duper extended at the 5-minute chart. But we're going to keep an eye on it because it had a pretty strong move. Top tails forming on the 5-minute. It needs to have a pullback. No? Yeah, why not? It needs to have a pullback. But will it keep cooking? That's what the question is. Will it, in fact, keep cooking? Ladies and gentlemen, we are waiting to see if SINT will, in fact, keep moving north. We want some north action. Some northness. Okay, right now it is forming a doji on the 5. Let's take a look at it at the 1 minute. 1 minute. Let's take a look at some other indicators. And we're going to go take a look at some of these indicators. And we can see an indecisive candle, which is a white candle, and that the stock is in the overbought region. But we can see on the 1 minute chart that it's trying to form a bottom tail. Now that was the last candle. We're in the new minute, and now it's pulling back. So ladies and gentlemen, it did what we thought it was going to do, which was it pulled back off of this triple top, and then it reversed. So clearly, there's a lot of eyes still on this ticker, SINT, and it is still trying to fight its way up. So we're going to keep an eye on SINT. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 231%. We're going to watch it. We want it to become a bottom tail.
Yes, sir.
It's got a lot of volume coming in, a lot of volume. 299 million shares changed hands, ladies and gentlemen. It is a heavier floated stock, but it's also a cheap stock. It's only 17 cents. It's not even legal yet. Oh, that's age. Never mind.
Whoa.
You know what I mean.
Whoa.
You guys know what I mean. Come on, don't be so serious. Come on. Let's look at what it looks like on the 5-minute chart. Let's see if there's any kind of confluence that we can garner here. Well, it's certainly extended. So that's one thing. But here's a good thing. It's got a big, huge, long, green candle in the volume, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, and it's not in the overbought area just yet, but it is forming a double top here with the double top candles, and we don't like double top candles. We want the wicks to be on the bottom, the bottom, and there it goes. There goes the pullback, and you can see it. Okay, what have you done for me lately, SINT? SINT hit a high of 230%, but now it dropped 60%. And that's the danger of these little tiny stocks that are under $1 and are only a couple of pennies. They flush like this. So, SINT, thank you for the memories. But what the heck have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately? Let's go take a look at FFIE. FFIE. Yesterday's a mega runner, and you could see that it too had a triple top with a sell-off, and in fact the double bottom was invalid as we suspected, and it did in fact sell off. Ladies and gentlemen, let's clear the drawings and get ourselves set up for further information. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart on FFIE. Again, this is a continuation. It's been up 650%, but right now it still don't look terribly wonderful on the 5-minute. Let's see what it looks like on the 1 minute. And it's got to get over VWAP, man. It's DBL next. Got to be over there. You got to be over. Otherwise, you're just not. You're not schmexy. I'm sorry. I know you gave me 650%, but what have you done for me lately? I'm just gonna say thank you for the memories because you're not schmexy yet. You're not. You're just not. Don't take it personal. It's nothing personal. SINT. Let's see what's going on with you. You made a nasty rejection. That was not nice. Not nice. We don't like that. Oof. Oof. You still look kind of messy. How about RENT that we did a video on yesterday? RENT moving up 6%. Uh-oh, A-win, A-W-I-N. I get an alert from A-W-I-N, 106%. Ladies and gentlemen, the humanity of it. Let's take a look at A-W-I-N. It is a micro float, 477,000 shares, and 5.5 million shares have already changed hands. It is a new bagger for us, ladies and gentlemen. We have called 4 baggers this morning, starting with FFIE, which ran 142% again this morning. EDBL, EDBL NIX, 103%. SINT, 230%. And now A-win, over 100%. And you know what? It's moving very slowly, so we're going to put a little bit of an alert, and if we get a ringy-dingy, we will come back and check you out. Wait a minute. Is it forming a bottom tail? It's in the oversold area of the RSI, but there is room, and it's showing me some bottom.
Tail.
You're showing me a little bit of tailage on the bottom. A little bit. Come on. Hammerhead it. Come on, baby. Needs volume. AWIN is a low float stock, and we need some volume. We need some definitiveness to see that because it's going to move 109%. We have resistance right around 592. 592 is resistance. It needs to stay above the 550 mark to stay schmexy.
Yes, sir.
And it's pulling back a little bit, but again, it looks like it could move. Could it be? Could it be an ABCD? Could this be an ABCD, ladies and gentlemen? The humanity of it. A,
B,
to B.
to C.
Come on, click. To C. 2D. Come on, man. 2D. Do it. That's what we want. We want that. Could you do that for me? Let's see what it looks like on the 5-minute. 5-minute, it is certainly in the overbought area of the RSI, but it's forming a hammerhead with a bottom tail. Come on, give me that bottom. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Oh, yeah. Where's my cigarette? Ow. DBL Mom, sorry. 117%. 119, ladies and gentlemen, breaking resistance over $6, 121, 125, ladies and gentlemen, 125%. Will it hold? It's going 133. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying the show, watching the parabolic runs as they happen, sharing is caring.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and share so we can let the populace know that AWIN just went up 130 what percent?
133%.
133%. New high, $6.55. It is super extended, ladies and gentlemen. But what a respectable move. A-win, I think I love you. And what am I gonna say now? Hey now! The Partridge Family. Let's go, baby. Yeah. David Cassidy. Yeah. That's what's up. Man, I'm sold. Holy moly. Come on, it needs to break 655 now. 655, let's go to the 1 minute. See what it looks like on the 1 minute. And then, of course, we could see there's a lot of nice green, juicy candles. However, it is in the overbought area of the RSI. And we did hit 137. We now have 2 top tails. We don't like them top tails.
We like the bottom.
We want bottomage. We need a bottom tail. Now, it could be pulling back. It could, but it's kind of overbought and needs to come back a little bit. It needs to catch its breath, no? And if it does, we want to see it stay above the $6 mark, or at the very least above 592. 592. It is forming a double top on the 1 minute, but that's not that particularly interesting. Let's take a look at what it looks like on the 5 minute. And on the 5 minute, it does have a slight top tail. We don't like top tails, but it looks like it's trying to reclaim it. So we need to see it break $6.55. We need to see it break $6.55. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to another time frame and see what's going on with this ticker. That's 4 hours, too much. Let's go to 1 hour, ladies and gentlemen, 1 hour, and we can see that there is certainly resistance right over here at the 645 level. So go ahead and draw a 645 level right there. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a high in the past 1 hour chart of 693. I'll make it right there. Come on, do it. 693. Boom, right there. Go. Boom, right there. Ladies and gentlemen, 693, 693. Okay, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to the videotape. Let's go to the 1 minute, see what's going on. And it's trying to form a bottom tail. We need it to turn green, ladies and gentlemen. Green edge! Green edge! Oh my God! 150%! Ladies and gentlemen, 150%, but it's not holding. We need to see a bottom tail. It's pulling back 150% on AWIN. Ladies and gentlemen, 150%. And we see another bottom tail. Turn green, baby. Turn green and reclaim 688. Again, what the stock has going for it is it's got a micro float of 477,000 shares. 477,000 shares. And the volume is 9 million. Can you say meme sympathy?
Meme sympathy.
Meme sympathy.
Yeah.
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 But that red candle doesn't look schmexy at all, and it is certainly in the overbought area. We need it to turn into a green bottom tail. Ladies and gentlemen, green bottom tail needed on the 1 minute. 5 minute, ladies and gentlemen, 5 minute. Let's zoom in. Zoom, 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 and we could see that it is a bottom tail turning green.
Yes, sir.
Resistance at 655. It's holding. It's trying to hold the 640 range. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to see it break through 655, 660. Otherwise, it's going to be a situation of, what have you done for me lately? Ladies and gentlemen, I need my espresso doubles. This is exhausting. A star like me needs espresso. Yeah, I'm a star. I'm a schmexy star. You guys are schmexy stars. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are schmexy stars. We love you, indelibles. We love the indelibles.
Schmexy stars.
The indelible community. Yeah. Espresso.
AKA the schmexy stars. I like that.
Give me a green hammerhead.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to leave you. AWIN. Don't toy with my emotions. Doubles, give me my tissue. I'm getting upset with AWIN.
I'm getting upset.
You're upsetting me. I want greenage. Green bottom tail. I'm going to give you a little bit more time, but green bottom tail.
He's getting upsetty spaghetti.
All right. Go to the 1 minute. Go to the 1 minute. I need you to do an ABCD again. ABCD. You did an ABCD before, and you kind of extended. You kind of extended. You know, the kind of extended. It looks like it's starting to roll over. That's not good. That's not a good sign right there. We need to see it move back north. There we go. Come on. Come on. You could do it. Let's clear up some of these drawings. Let's clear up some of these drawings. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to clear up the drawings, and we're going to keep paying attention to you for the time being. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to see an A, a B, and a C. It certainly is a wish list. It is extended, and it probably will pull back, but we're going to keep an eye on it because we want to see what it does. It needs to stay above 643. You know what I'm going to do, doubles? I'm going to put an alert here, and we're going to come back to you, AWIN. You know, you did some schmexy movement. That was really nice of you. We appreciate it. And thanks for the memories, because we are lions on the Serengeti, and we're hunting for the next parabolic move. Let's take a look at WISA. WISA! Holy moly, does it have news? Does WISA have news? No, it does not. No, does it have news? Hold on. WISA, universality of WISA E drives licensing business opportunities. Okay, float's 1 million float, and volume is just shy of 2 million. You know what? We'll put a little ring. Oh, wait a minute. A win. Is it a win for us? Holy smokes. Wait a minute. This could be a double top. No. Break 688. We need 688 to break right over there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to the 5 minute chart, ladies and gentlemen. And at the 5 minute, you can see there is a double top, but this particular 5 minute candle is trying to be a bottom tail. So we're going to pay attention to you because maybe you're going to break $7 and $6.99. No, DBL moms, you can't hit me because I said $6.99. I did not say.
No, don't.
I'm not going there. 164, ladies and gentlemen. 164, 760 is now the high. This stock is super duper extended.
Oh, my goodness.
Super duper extended, but we got 160, what? 172% so far on this micro stock, 477,000 shares. Ladies and gentlemen, it's tickling the bottom of $7.60.
Whoa.
We're going to keep an eye on it. If it goes higher, would you kindly share the stream?
Kindly share.
Because the sharing is very caring. It really is. The sharing is caring. If it goes higher, and it's going higher 185%, ladies and gentlemen, oh, to humanity, 185, 186, ladies and gentlemen, AWIN, schmexiness, 192%. Do we get a double bagger? Do we get a 200%er? Does this AWIN join the likes of SINT that was up 230%? Does it make it a bottom tail, ladies and gentlemen, over $8, 201%? The humanity of it, I tell you. Oh, my Lord, my tissue. Tito, where's my tissue? Where's my tissue? Oh, my Lord, 200%, ladies and gentlemen, super extended on the 5-minute chart, 201%. Let's take a look at what it looks like on the 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. The RSI is overbought, but you know what?
Matt.
I think it halted.
Ooh.
I think AWIN halted, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it went up 201%. Ladies and gentlemen, we will put an alert to come back to you. I want to say this, AWIN, thank you very much. Thank you for the memories. And we will come back to you if you ringy-dingy my bell. But if you don't ringy-dingy my bell, I'm going to check out other stockaroons. Let's see what other tickers are doing. What else is moving? Edible. Did it redeem itself? Because it was kind of like a hot mess. And it looks like it is still a hot mess. It gapped down. It's trying to work its way up. Here's some levels of resistance. 709 and 731, 747, and of course VWAP right here, 755, 755. So it needs to curl. We need some curlage. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to work on your biceps. Edible, work on your biceps, please. FFIE, moving up slowly, FFIE. This is the crowd favorite for the past couple of days, and again, it does not look particularly schmexy at this point. It's below VWAP. What have you done for me lately? Later, SINT sold off, unfortunately, and it did do a flusharoon, but only after it went parabolic, right? So it did the flush over here based on the triple top, and then it shot up, and another sell-off, and again, it looks like a bearish pattern. Of course, that to happen. Let's take a look at it on the 5-minute chart, ladies and gentlemen. And on the 5-minute chart, let's clear up some of these drawings. So we can see more clearly. Let's take a look at what's going on clearly. Remove drawings. Yes, boom, boom. And if we zoom in, we could see that there is, in fact, what looks like a head and shoulders pattern that formed that caused the flusharoon. So this would all be a shoulder. This would be the other shoulder right here. Come on, draw the shoulder. And the head over here. Okay, that's on the 5-minute chart. And if we look at it on the 1-minute chart, that would be the reason for the sell-off. And you could see that it was definitely a double top over here on the 1 minute as well. Okay, so SINT, what have you done for me lately? Ladies and gentlemen? G-Wave in the house. And it is still below the trend line. You are not schmexy enough for me. No. We are still awaiting the resumption of AWIN. Does it dip?
Or does it rip?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you think it's going to dip, type dip in the chat. If you think it's going to rip, type rip in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have some espresso. I'm having my ice espresso because I'm feeling regal today. I'm on the Serengeti. Rawr, trying to get the next gazelle. LIDR moving. LIDR had news a while back, and it is curling, but it's only up 19%. You know what? We'll put a little ringy-dingy over here, and if you move on up significantly, we'll pay attention to you. But until then, later, espresso time. Let's go back to AWIN, see what's going on with AWIN. Wait a minute. Doubles. LIDR still moving. 24%.
24%.
You're getting schmexy. Oh, you went up a little bit more. LIDR, 5 million share float. Not a lot of volume. No recent news. It did have, actually, it had an earnings transcript on May 14th, and it has a partnership to bring LiDAR solutions to China on May 14th, but it sold off. There you go, sold off. So that would be a double top type of situation. Not schmexy. Let's go back to AWIN. And it is still in the halty, up 201%. It is the second double bagger of this show.
Yes, sir.
The second stock that we looked at during this show that went up over 200%. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have a witness?
Yes, sir.
Dangerous. A witness. Dangerous. What's
we don't want to get copyrighted.
I'm just humming. I'm humming. I'm a humming.
You hum it a certain way.
I'm not going to hum it. I'm not going to hum it at all. But we're waiting for AWIN to resume. We're waiting to see if it resumes. Is it going to be a 10-minute or a 5-minute? We're not sure. We will come back to you later. AWIN, we have an alert. We're watching AWIN. Let's go to FFIE. Up! It resumed. And ladies and gentlemen, it was a dipperoon. And it dropped from 200 to 167%. Can't say that it's totally unrealistic profit taking, of course, but we're going to keep an eye on it. It is certainly in the overbought region of the RSI. We're going to keep an eye on it because it was parabolic before, and it's now up 221%, 225%, 239%. Ladies and gentlemen, the humanity of it, 239%. Oh, my Lord. I need a tissue, ladies and gentlemen. I need a witness. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. What did I say it was? 200 and what? 239. Not 200 and... Never mind. 239 with a top wick on the 1 minute. And, of course, can it reclaim it? Who knows? Super duper extended. We can see there is a juicy, big, long... green candle in the volume, ladies and gentlemen, but it is in the overbought area. But it's not all the way at the top yet, so maybe it squeezes a little bit more. Can we see a little bit more squeezy? Nice and easy. 5-minute chart shows a top tail with a bottom tail. There is some bottomage on the 5-minute, ladies and gentlemen. Will it reclaim to 929 and keep pushing upward? Let's take a look at a longer time frame. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the 20-day. Oh, my goodness. Look at how it cleared this area on the 20-day, but it seems to be losing momentum. Let's go to the 180-day chart, and you could see what's going on over here on the 180-day chart. Let's draw some lineage over here, some levels, ladies and gentlemen, leverage. No, it's not leverage. It's levels, ladies and gentlemen, levels. So those are a couple of levels. Let's go to the 1 minute and see what's going on. It's certainly trying to attempt to break the previous high, but we have top tails. We need some bottom tails. It's trying. It's pushing the humanity of it, 250% with a top tail, ladies and gentlemen, 250% with a top tail, but it's still not done. It's trying to break that resistance. This is a critical area for it to break. Does it break 928, 929? We have a high of 250% with a top tail on the 1 minute. Let's see what it looks like on the 5 minute. Ladies and gentlemen, on the 5 minute, it still has a top tail. Does it reclaim it? Does it break 929? That is a significant area. I'm going to put a little ringy-dingy at that number. I'm going to put a ringy-dingy at 929. 929. We want to see it break 929. That's what we need for it to do. We need for it to break the 929. It's much more exciting on the 1 minute. Let's go to the 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. And we could see that the RSI is certainly in the overbought area. The candles are still green, but on the 1 minute, we can see that this is a top tail. It's overdue for a pullback. Overdue for a pullback. Ladies and gentlemen, we have had it as high as 250%. It outshined SINT, which was 230%. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Are you going to give me a bottom tail? I mean, it needs to pull back. I mean, that's the reality of it. Not that much. You don't need to pull back that much. Whoa. Come on now. What are you doing? Give me a bottom tail in reverse up there, will ya? I mean, it was overdue. I'm not going to lie. It was overdue, doubles. Doubles, it was overdue. It was overdue. I mean, that was an unbelievable run. And check it out. If you look at it from the 5-minute chart, look at how extended it was. So not totally a surprise that it pulled back, but it pulled back a lot more than I would like it to. The 5-minute is a green doji. We need to see it turn into a green bottom tail to remain schmexy. New candle. Okay, that candle is over on the 5-minute, and it is green on the 5-minute just barely, and it has broke this resistance area, which is now support. But will it hold? Will it hold? Ladies and gentlemen, it is 10:05 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, so volume typically drops at about that time. And on the 5-minute, we are certainly in the overbought area of the RSI. Let's go to the 1-minute candle. Let's see what's going on with the 1 minute. Ladies and gentlemen, it needs to stay above this level right here of around $8.15 in order to continue to be schmexy, and we need to see it break the 929 level to really be schmexy. Let's see if it works. It doesn't have a heck of a lot of volume. It is in the overbought area of the RSI, and it could be rolling over. The best could have already happened for the time being, but we're going to keep an eye on it just in case. Just in case. And we're also going to keep an eye on it because there's nothing else that's terribly schmexy. There's nothing else that's terribly schmexy. Ladies and gentlemen, everything else sold off. Everything else sold off. So we're going to keep an eye on AWIN. No particular news, and it looks like it's getting ready to roll over, and it looks like it's starting to create what looks like a head and shoulders pattern. I hope this is not the case. It needs to stay above this region right over here. We need to see this turn into a hammerhead bottom tail, but it doesn't look like that's what the case is happening. Right here is your support area. It seems to be in a channel, so can it maintain the channel? Let's go get the channel pencil out. The graffiti pencil, it's here. So the channel is all of this right here, right there. There's the channel, ladies and gentlemen. The bottom of the channel is right over here at around 8:15. The top of the channel is around 8:30, 8:29. We need to see it stay above 8:15 and break 8:30. And it doesn't look that strong because there's not a lot of volume on it. So I'm kind of concerned that it's going to roll over. And if it goes underneath the 8:15, then we might be seeing the beginning of a bearish head and shoulders pattern on the 1 minute. We don't want that. We don't want that. Let's see what it looks like on the 5-minute.
We want the handstand.
Yeah, we want that other type of chart, that other one. Yeah. Okay, so here it is on the 5-minute, and you can see it is certainly starting to pull back, and you can see it's a big red top tail. We don't like top tails.
We like the bottom.
And it's pulling back. Ladies and gentlemen, it is pulling back. So AWIN, thank you for the memories. What have you done for me lately? Ladies and gentlemen, we will continue to hunt on the Serengeti for a bit longer. Let's go and see what else is out there. REBN, moving REBN. Let's see how it looks. Let's take a look at the chart. REBN. Let's get rid of some of these drawings. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking about this stock a while back, so it has a lot of the levels already here. So we'll go ahead and erase them to take a look at it, and you can see that if we zoom in, it looks quite choppy. It looks like it's barcoding. It doesn't have a heck of a lot of volume. Not a very impressive chart. So, what have you done for me lately, REBN? We're going to move on to WISA. WISA, moving on up, 21%. Ladies and gentlemen, WISA has a float of 1.4 million. Volume is 3.4 million. And the news, kind of meh news. Meh. But again, a lot of these micro floats have been running even without a lot of news. It doesn't have a heck of a lot of volume. I'd like to see more volume. It says universality of WISA E drives licensing business opportunities. But it is coming to the high of day, which is right over here at $4.77, 78 cents, right there. So, does it have enough juicy juice to keep going up? It's a top tail. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a little ringy-dingy over here, and if it moves and I hear the ringy-dingy, we'll come back to you. Until then, you got to prove your love to me. Wisa, you got to prove your love to me. How about SMFL? SMFL is curling. It is also a super duper low float. Ready for this, doubles? Only 77,000 shares in the float. And the volume has already gone up to 320,000 shares. It's up 14%. And of course, it has no news. That seems to be the theme nowadays. Low float, low priced stocks running on no news. Yep. Yeah, but right now it hasn't really proven itself. It's only up 16%. And you know what? I would want to see it come up over this figure right here. So we're going to put a little ringy-dingy. And if you move up, we'll come back and check you out. Otherwise, what have you done for me lately? Yeah. Here's another low floater. KPLT. Any news on it? Up. Try it again. KPLT. Da. Earnings, expecting earnings. It's a 3 million float stock and not a heck of a lot of volume at 34,000 shares trading hands. Not a lot of volume. We'll put a little ringy-dingy on this one. Not particularly schmexy at this point. Not a lot of volume. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just not loving any of this. How about FFIE? Did it curl back up, or what's going on with you? You were so good yesterday. What's going on? I'm not loving it. DBL, I'm not loving it. G-Wave, ladies and gentlemen, G-Wave. Back to A-Win. And it pulled back significantly. Edible. Did Edible just completely fall apart? Yes, it did. It completely fell apart. It was nice knowing you, but ciao for now. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to be wrapping up the show at this point because it is 10:11 and the volume has dropped. I will be taking a look at AWIN later on because of the parabolic move and low float that it has. Not advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a stock advisor. This is just a show. We're not professionals. This is a show. Okie dokie. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the show, contemplate subscribing. Hold on. KPTL. Every time I try to get out, they bring me back in. KPLT up 14% to $20 on very low volume, and it looks like it halted. Okay, back to what we were saying. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube and do what this gentleman asked.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Sharing is caring. Ladies and gentlemen, sharing is caring. And, of course, if you're not following us on Twitter, aka x.com, we are at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money on Twitter. And if you'd like to follow us on Twitch, we're at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money on Twitch. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to join us in the Discord, we have a special for the Discord where we call a lot of bangers a lot of times. Yesterday, over 8 100% runners. And, of course, we called FFIE before everybody. And it ran 537%. And we called it an after hours as it went to 537%. That's what we do. And don't believe me. See it for your own self. For $5.99, you could get a 7-day trial of the Discord picks, as well as having access to the course that we have, which has over 400 episodes of video and audio files on how we trade. Now, again, there's no very guarantee of how you're going to do based on our course. We're just showing you what we do, how we find these stocks, how we determine our entry and exits, how we read candles, how we read candlestick patterns, what indicators do we use, what indicators are the best for particular situations. That's what's in that content, ladies and gentlemen. So if you'd like to join us, go ahead and click the link, which is in the description.
As well as the pinned comment section to the right.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Coach Nick Money and DBL Nicks. DBL Nicks in the house as we goes on a rampage and runs up a little bit more. All right. And we're also with the stock queen herself, DBL Moms. Hey! And we are out of here. Much love. Stay green. Green is my favorite color.